My amazing Librans, welcome into your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of July 2024. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing out there. Well, we're beginning with a pre-pulled overall energy of the Queen of Wands. I absolutely love this for us because it feels like a month where you're making a difference, all right? You're succeeding in a passionate manner, left and right, and putting in the effort and seeing results due to it. I feel like you are a positive influence and very assisting in nature, and this is coming up, it's being put to use as the month trickles forward. I feel like people are looking to you for advice, people are looking to you for maybe the right way to do something, maybe looking at you as an example, and again, a helpful soul throughout it all. But it does feel like you know what you're doing, and this is being acknowledged, maybe even, mentioned to you time and time again, or randomly throughout the month period. But I feel as if you are very talented being drawn to this reading, and this could be, of course, more than one talent, but at the very least, I feel like there's one standing out in the crowd. It's taking a highlight. You're doing a lot of speaking throughout the month of July, and it's working to your advantage. It's very much, I'm hearing again, making a difference, but it's helping something grow in prosperity is what I'm hearing. It's helping something thrive and, prosper for you. And I feel like you're going to remember a certain job or two that you had in the past in order to maybe better your perspective, to highlight the fact that that toxic job or that job in general, or maybe two jobs at most, maybe even in regards to running your business, could be a lot worse, right? I know this happens to me quite often. To help me remember my serving job, it could be a lot worse in comparison to certain past ones. But as well, that might come into play when it comes to where you're living, or maybe where you're experiencing as far as stores go, maybe potentially spending money. Didn't love that wording, but let's shift on forward. Ooh, the World card and the Lovers card. Due to your choices, Libra, as I'm a bit shaky this morning, bear with me, I do feel as if you are seeing your world change, especially when it comes to your career. In your financial matters are taking a highlight. Have you been overspending? Have you been doing a good job at strategically holding back and managing your money wisely? If you feel that you have been doing a good job for the most part, or in general, of managing your money and holding back, trusting your intuition all the meanwhile, then keep that going, keep the ball rolling. But I do feel as if a lot of Librans drawn to the reading could do a lot better, if we're being completely honest, with managing your finances. Right? This is a month where there is going to be certain levels of temptation, especially in the beginning parts of the month. I want to say the first week or so. So you need to hold yourself accountable, right? Put your foot on the brake and don't go spending when you know you should be holding back and putting it aside, or just keeping it in your account or two. I do feel as if the color black and blue are good for you. All right? It feels like formal vibes, well-spoken vibes once again, but also chill and relaxed vibes coming through. You're going to feel like your passion is feeling different throughout July. It's feeling non-forced, even if you feel like it hasn't been feeling forced previous to the month. It's feeling very relaxed in a sense, and this is coming through when you bond, when you connect, when you accomplish, and again, speak things into existence is what I'm hearing. But the Ten of Pentacles coming out as well, because it's a month where you're being reminded there's a lot of wealth and success and happiness lying ahead for you. I do feel as if you're thinking about giving back, or maybe more so assisting those that you care about the most. Could be family, doesn't have to be blood related or even considered as family. But I do sense that you are a kind soul in that way, and you're not just thinking about your future, you're thinking about other people's future. And that could naturally easily tie into or stem from the work that you're putting in for your business and or job or two. But they're asking you to zoom out for a second at certain points throughout the month, whether it's to better your perspective. Maybe you're too close to something, you're going to maybe miss a detail or two. Interesting. Being too caught up with what's at hand, or too close to something. Maybe you're a little bit stressed in the moment, but it could as well assist with a hangsman kind of moment, an adjustment in perspective that's necessary for you. But I do want to remind you to cut out some allotted time for doing nothing, all right? For quality rest as well. Knowing yourself best and your life best, make sure that you remember that is a form of self-care, all right? You need time to heal, given I feel like a lot of us drawn to the reading have a lot on your plate, or at least maybe struggle a bit, if not fully, to slow it down or to rest, or actually rest, if you want to put it that way. But the King of Pentacles as well, being an energy you're embodying, because there's a maturity and a grounded way about you that's speaking wonders. It's assisting in what you're putting effort towards, your resources towards, what you feel like, I want to say, very connected to. And there's a balance about you. I'm being drawn to a yin and yang symbol on my ring. And there's a balance about you that's quite enlightening. It's refreshing, and it's helping you succeed. I feel like you, again, are helping other people succeed in one, if not multiple ways, and maybe even helping people heal, whether you realize it or not. 541, look up the angel number meaning, 541. But I feel as if you're going to be reminded, for some, you're meant to go viral online, all right, social media. But at the very least, I feel there's a large presence about you now, and more so moving forward, and that's intertwined with somehow, if not multiple ways, when it comes to the success you're meant for in this lifetime. And I want to say that even ties into your destiny, your purpose, all the meanwhile. But you also are going to, for some, I want to say about halfway through the month or around there, or it might be the end of the month for a select few, you're leaving something behind. It could be a shift to a new place of residence. It could be in regards to an investment otherwise. It could be career-wise or work-related. But I do feel as if this is very much guided, right? You were trusting your intuition, or are throughout the month, by making this choice and shifting forward towards something different and better for you, maybe even. But I do feel as if, something I feel like hasn't been or isn't at this time serving you to the furthest extent or in general. But I do want to say that Spirit has definitely pushed and pulled for this change, this shift to come to be. And you're going to see the benefits of it, in the remainder of July, if not surpassing this month, if it's towards the end for you that change takes place. Anyways, I feel as if with the Death and Rebirth, the Death and Rebirth card coming out now, that you have been changing for a while, all right? And this change feels, this evolution of your soul and being is continuing. And people are noticing this throughout your work day, in the way you do things, the way you hold back, the way you are expressing yourself. This definitely could come through when it comes to your business or two as well. But I feel like there's also a focus on the evolution and the changes, the adjustments within that business or two, or more in regards to, say, your career or work otherwise. But the way you express yourself is quite enlightening. It's creative. It's even inspiring when it comes to accessories, your clothing, maybe how you're doing your hair, when it comes to the way you're wording things, I want to say. And I feel as if who you choose to associate yourself with, whether it's at home, could be in your personal life, that somehow, if it's the case, tying into your work and your finances. But I do feel as if for a lot of which it has to do with that day-to-day job or that night job or two. Who you choose to associate yourself with is a key thing to focus on at certain points, because that can change you over time, right? That can affect the outcome of that day at work or that work week. And maybe even in regards to how somebody of importance, or at least of authority in that situation, is viewing you. And I feel like you're needing to be looked at in the best light possible. I hope that makes sense. And this as well could be pertaining to your Spotlight social media account or two, in some way, shape, or form. Anyways, the Emperor card coming out because I feel like you are being pushed to, and naturally at certain points thinking about, where am I putting my next game piece, right, in this money and career game of my life. But they're saying you're not viewing it as a game per se. You're taking things quite seriously and thinking ahead, right? When I need to invest in this and that, how am I going to have enough money for that? What do I need to hold back on now and more so moving forward? Or what do I need to do to make more money so that I can afford that, so I can be set up for an easy shift for myself and maybe your loved ones as well. But I do feel as if you're also being reminded, or maybe informed for the first time, there are certain unexpected expenses lying ahead, as well as some expected ones naturally, that you, the air conditioner, my bad, that you are not thinking about fully or at all. You're not focusing upon in the moment. So we need to prepare for them by putting some extra money aside if it's possible. Noise factors are coming into play. People's energy as well is taking a focus. When things quiet down, it feels like your energy as well softens. You're somebody who, without meaning to, adapts to the scenarios, the experiences, that job situation, the energy at hand, whether it's that person, place, or situation otherwise. And so thinking about that and how at times you as well easily adapt to certain accomplishments, twists and turns of your finances in that job situation or two, or your business more so for some. But you're going to as well, I think this came up in, I want to say, Aquarius's general monthly read or maybe a weekly read. Anyways, you're being given by Spirit, if I could speak today, certain feelings of importance. I want to say to the extent of feeling royal at certain points, as they just showed a crown on my head. And so there's a need for you to be one with these moments of importance slash royalty in order to feel how you're meant to be feeling, right? In order for you to envision even more so, or in general, a luxury lifestyle ahead for you, or just more abundance and prosperity as a whole. Because they're reminding you that it's not just how much you're meant to succeed in this lifetime and throughout this month in general, but it's also in how wealthy you're meant to be, but it's a lifestyle that you're meant to embody, to embrace, to even manifest and co-create moving forward. The Queen of Swords and the Sun card, we're going to highlight maybe what you're leaving behind, cutting out throughout this month in particular, but as well rewinding back. All right, what did you let go of? Or maybe had to let go of, right? Maybe it was stripped away from you, but left you with more completion and happiness. And I want to say as well, fulfillment all the meanwhile. Change is a must. Change is not a bad thing, as long as you're trusting your intuition throughout it all. But look at this. Once again, your peace, right? Your peaceful nature, your peaceful accomplishments and adjustments and changes taking a highlight. I wouldn't be surprised if it is a month where you feel like you just at times can't stop speaking because spirits are speaking through you. You have a lot to say. Maybe it's due to the work at hand, the nature of what you do for your business or your job once again. But there are certain stresses that you deal with. It could be through work. It could be through your business once again. It could be at home. It could be your finances for a lot drawn to the reading. But I do feel as if there are going to be other moments that are taking a highlight, standing out to you and to spirit when the stress doesn't feel relevant or present or even focused upon more so. And this is going to give you the chance to, as I twitch a bit, to heal, to be one with that peaceful lack of stress. All right, because we can't have you feeling this energy or focusing upon it too much. Some of you as well need to do a better job being completely honest at separating your work in your home life or your personal life, whether you speak about what you go through or what you're contemplating or changing in your personal life at work too much, or maybe through your business too much. But it could as well talk about you speaking about work, even if it's with coworkers or somebody else involved in that situation, outside of the job. As well, they're saying just because you're a passionate entrepreneur for a lot drawn to the reading doesn't mean you go about focusing upon and thinking about strategizing for your business or businesses 24/7. You need to have a balance in your life, as I do feel like your energy is balanced for the most part, or in general. But find that balance in regards to separating yourself and resting, healing, and enjoying yourself otherwise. Work isn't everything. Money isn't everything. I get it. It makes the world go round. But you are needing to remember the other importance or important aspects of your Libran world. The Queen of Pentacles, because I feel like this, as well as speaking upon the way you are embodying the way your energy is being felt, experienced by you and others, the way your work is feeling to people. Your connection to nature will be a part of your month, even if that doesn't necessarily pertain to your money and or career. 1414 and 1515, look up those angel number meanings. Once again, let's finish up this reading by saying this is a world-changing kind of month where, going back to that Queen of Wands, you're passionately succeeding, making money, earning, and feeling rewarded left and right. Beautiful reading. Don't forget to reach out via email. Everything's down below for a personal reading. I'm sending you so much love and light.